it's finally time to conclude our Halloween spectacular. Yeah. So, again, as I said in the last review, I'm not in the same location because I have to get these filmed by Halloween, and by the looks of things, I won't be back until late the day before Halloween night, and I've got college in the next morning, so I haven't got time to film it. Could have cut yourself a deadline, me. So I had to change the movies on a whim, partly because I didn't want to talk about these movies, and I think they could work better in different circumstances, and secondly, because I haven't had access to these movies, and I've had access to these two other movies that still fit under Halloween. So yeah, so I just looked at The Corpse Bride, Tim Burton movie, and I said that The Nightmare Before Christmas, arguably Tim Burton's, and then Tim Burton's in air quotes because it's not actually his masterpiece. I'm going to look at the actual director of Nightmare Before Christmas's other work, one of his other pieces of work, Coraline. Let's start Coraline. Firstly, I only saw this movie a few weeks back for the first time, and I would have been terrified of this as a kid, because Tim Burton as a person freaked me out as a young kid, and then when I grew over and got more of a taste in movies, I actually loved all his movies. Well, not all his movies, but you know what I mean. His good movies. But I watched it and I thought I really enjoyed it. I thought again, it's one of those stop motion movies similar to Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride, but it's not a musical, which is a nice surprise. I know Box Trolls and Kimbo or Kobo, I haven't seen that movie yet because I missed the cinema screening, and The Two Swords isn't a musical, but I would say this art form is normally associated with musicals because of Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride. But it's nice to see something that's not a musical. And what did I think of it? I thought it was quite fun. As I said, I would have been terrified of this as a kid. Really terrified, but I watched it and I really liked it. And I know quite a few people who are my age who say this movie is terrifying. I wouldn't go that far. But there is some spooky imagery, and it's a good Halloween flick because it's got some jump scenes and weird women made of marshmallow taffy. I don't know. Lovely. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's got a nice pace to it. Brilliant visual style. I like the originality. I know it's based off of a short story, but I haven't read it, so it was a nice way to introduce me to this world. And I don't read normal books. In fact, I normally read graphic novels, if not obvious by that Marvel poster in the background and all the graphic novels on the shelf. And the skull. But, what was I saying? Yeah, no, it got me interested in reading the book because I really enjoyed the film, and not many book-to-film adaptations do that. I think the last one that did that to me was the first Harry Potter. Actually, no, the last one that did it to me was Scott Pilgrim, but that's a story for a different day. I saw the film first. Well, yeah. Anyway, that was fun. So yeah, back to Coraline. Sorry, I kind of got on a bit of a tangent there. Coraline is a good film. It's very creative. It's very fun. And one thing that I really liked is when okay, first things before I spoil this, because this is a spoilers review, because it is Halloween and most people have seen this movie. Apart from me, apparently, because I only watched it a week ago. But the famous scene where she's about to get her eyes sewn in with the buttons, and then her mum's like, "Oh, black is traditional, but you could have all these other colours," and then the eyes flashed the colours. I really like that little touch because it just gives more a visual recommendation of what the colours they're talking about look like as the eyes. That's a really naughty thing, but I liked it. My favourite character in this wasn't Caroline Jones because she was really bland and boring. Yeah, it's a review, I've got to be honest, I didn't like Caroline Jones. But hear me out, the other father is the best character ever put to screen. Anything. Ever. He's just so happy, and he's pretty much Willy Wonka, but he's not. And I loved it. This movie's style this is just coming from me who's just binge watched a lot of Tim Burton movies around Halloween, but it looks very Tim Burton-y because, let's say, this director kind of stole his act from Tim Burton. But it's a very good movie. The plot is very good. It's about a little girl. I know I said I was going to do the plot earlier, but I got distracted. But it's about a little girl called Coraline Jones, and she moves to a new house, and then her parents never have time for her, and then she finds this door which is locked, and then they unlock it, but it's got a brick wall behind it, and it leads to a magical world, which is of a mother and father, and then everything goes to hell. But it's a really fun movie. But don't let kids watch it. Never let kids watch it. Ever. Because you'll traumatise them. But it's really fun, and I liked it. Anyway, going on to the star rating, because that's new. La 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 la. I'm going to give this film, I don't know, I'd say another 4 stars because it's a good film. So yeah, that's it from me for Halloween. Although I got a special announcement, there's possibility that some Evil Dead reviews that I've been working on for 4 months, so I look completely different, would have been filmed. Would have been edited and maybe up on Halloween night. Possibly, so forgive me for a different haircut and possibly a slightly higher voice. But yeah, that's Halloween done. And then you get to talk about Doctor Strange, which I do want to do, and we're doing that next week. And it'll be fun. So yeah, as I said, I'd probably give it... Actually, I don't know if I gave it the star rating. I'm still trying to think about the star rating, if you can't tell. I'm not sure. It's a really good film, but it's too dark for kids, and I think it's not very good for teens, but if you're into Tim Burton, it's good for teens. Or Tim Burton style. Sorry, whatever your name is, director man. I'm really hyper today, you can tell. I'm going to give it about 4.5 as I gave Corpse Bride, because I probably enjoy these two equally, although I think I could rewatch Coraline more times. Ironically, I've seen Corpse Bride more times, but I prefer Coraline. So yeah, that's the end of the Halloween Spectacular, or Spooktacular, but I should have called it that, but I didn't think of that. So yeah, have a fun Halloween, do whatever you do, go to parties, get drunk, I don't know, go trick-or-treating, wear a weird costume, go to a Comic-Con like I did. Well, I didn't go on Halloween, but I went. I'm at Tomska, but that was a different story for a different day. But yeah, just have a fun Halloween. See you guys later. Doctor Strange review coming next week, as I already said, and possibly Evil Dead reviews on Halloween. I don't know when they're being made because I'm not in charge of them, someone else is. So yeah, see you guys later. Peace out, and have a happy, safe, fun, super awesome Halloween.